birth, right? So folks that have to make these decisions have to be partnered with a new license provider by May 1st. So it's not like there's the opportunity to really shop for alternatives out there, right? Like you're not, if you're a multi-tenant service provider, you're not likely going to be going out and changing your underlying hypervisor in a 27-day period. I would imagine. I mean, Randy, I'm sure that's something you would probably sign up for because you like a challenge, but right, like nobody out there who is a VMware provider is going to likely be pivoting away from VMware as a result of this program in the foreseeable future, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's important to note that the number of partners went from about 4,000 down to 500, right? And so those 3,500 other partners really need support and literally, right, licensing and support and interface with Broadcom if they still want to consume the VMware stack. And like you said, no one's going to pivot off that in the next 3 to 4 weeks. That from a business standpoint, that's just not going to be cost effective. So I think what we really want to do with this program is say, hey, listen, we're an MSP. We understand what MSPs are going through. Like you said, we're having conversations with our colleagues and people we've worked with in the past about what the best way is to do that moving forward and to take advantage of this new white label program and the Evolve Safe Harbor program. So, like I said, it's exciting. There's work ahead of everyone, obviously, but like you said, who doesn't like a good challenge? So.
And Kevin, I think at the same time, we did our due diligence. We obviously went and looked at, the three probably major players that are heavily talked about, whether it's in the community or we're talking to, potential other MSPs that need to be backstopped through Safe Harbor. Is, we looked at Hyper-V, we looked at Nutanix, we looked at Proxmox. And I actually think it's a benefit to VMware just because at the end of the day, everyone does things a little bit differently, and all of those probably, have some features of functionality that maybe VMware doesn't. And I do think, talking to the VMware, organization, I should say, shame on me, I should say Broadcom's organization, is I think they definitely knew that people were out shopping. And I think if there's any technical gaps that people saw, I definitely know that, VMware wants to close those with upcoming releases just because, it gave everyone, again, an opportunity to look at it from a brownfield of potentially migration. And it isn't just a, easy lift and shift. People have been using or building their infrastructure for many, many, many years. But I think everyone did go through the due diligence to ensure, especially when people thought the price increase was going to be 300%,